What is going on, everyone? Anthony back here again, and in today's video, we are talking about Dino Crisis. Yes, Capcom has renewed the trademark for Dino Crisis. Now, this happened on March 4th in Japan, but it went public today. And I know companies do this all the time, where they renew the trademark so they can keep the assets and everything, but in recent reports and in surveys, Dino Crisis has been high up on the list. A lot of fans wanted Dino Crisis back. Now, we just got Dino Crisis 1 and 2 on the GOG release for the PC version, but even that was something that Capcom did not want to do right away. This was something that they really had to convince them to do. However, it is no surprise that if Capcom sees the fan response for wanting Dino Crisis to just come back in a remade format or a whole remake like we've been getting in the Resident Evil universe, Dino Crisis would fit in very well with all the new mechanics, third-person camera perspective, and overall, I think it would benefit on the RE engine or the appropriately titled Rex engine, which could be the case for the Dino Crisis remake by the time it actually gets made. But what do you guys have to think about this? Because this is something where I personally want Dino Crisis. I always loved Dino Crisis 1 and 2. We don't really talk about 3 nowadays, but going back and playing 1 and 2 recently really solidified that, like, there's no reason why these shouldn't come back. You know, it's something where, yeah, it might not sell as much as your Resident Evil title, but it's definitely an IP that fans want to see come back from Capcom, and I think with the appropriate adjustments, it could work for the current audience that is into Resident Evil. In fact, a lot of people may be checking out Dino Crisis for the very first time. We really have to talk about the survey that Capcom put up last year, because guess what? Dino Crisis was all over that survey, and they definitely saw that from fans. But you know what was also all over that survey? Onimusha, and that's coming back. So it is no surprise that, you know, Capcom really has been listening to what the fans are saying, but also just seeing what interests that the fans have in other IPs that need to come back or have been away from quite some time. So are they really bringing back everything in the next X amount of years? Maybe. I mean, certain things that they might have not dipped their toe into. I mean, the last Dino Crisis game was 2003. So a long time ago. So I think it's time for something like this to come back to make fans happy, but also fans that have never played Dino Crisis before and want to check it out. This will be a great gateway for them to check out Dino Crisis through the remake. Again, modern controls, modern camera angles. You know, this is something where it would benefit from all the advancements that we've seen in Resident Evil remakes leading up to Resident Evil 4 remake, which in my opinion is one of the best remakes and one of the best examples of how you should build your blocks to each remake and keep improving as you keep going on. So Capcom definitely knows what the fans are interested in. Now, whether or not they'll take it all the way has yet to be seen. They haven't come out and officially confirmed that a remake is happening, but this is good news for fans. Now, this could, again, just be for the assets. They want to keep everything. Companies do this all the time, but it's interesting that this is happening shortly after the survey and also shortly after we got Onimusha coming back, which was also mentioned on that survey. So I'm not saying the survey is the end-all be-all, but I am saying that this may be something where fans might get what they finally want. We all might get a Dino Crisis remake. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Would you want to see Dino Crisis come back? Have you never played Dino Crisis before, but you would play it if it got remade? Let me know down below in the comments, and we'll keep you updated on Dino Crisis as it develops if we get some more news from Capcom. You never know what may happen, even if it's after a Resident Evil release, in between Resident Evil releases. You never know when they might just come out and say, hey, by the way, Dino Crisis is coming. You never know. So fingers crossed. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Let's Talk Resident Evil.